What's good, people? The first episode of the Southside Fantasy, the MLB 15 to show Chicago White Sox franchise series that I'm doing. You know, we've already been seeing the Cubs, and don't worry, we're not letting go of the Cubs, anything like that. Obviously, y'all know I'm not going to let go of the Cubs. But this is to give some love to the other Chicago team, as well as to give myself an opportunity to actually do a fantasy draft, which I love to do. And I'm actually going to try a couple things. Like you see, I flipped on instant trades. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep that. But look at that. I looked up and I have never gotten the number one pick in a fantasy. And I did not cheat. I swear I did not cheat. That's what they gave me. They gave me the number one pick. I don't know what to do. Now, I got legends included. You can see this Ted, the splendid Splinter, and the greatest third baseman, overall third baseman, not just defense. He was a good defensive third baseman too, but the greatest overall third baseman ever, Mike Schmidt. And look at the people: Yogi Berra, George Brett. But I want a young team. Like I had a plan for drafting this team. I mean, I had a plan from the front to the back. And one thing I said was early on, for the first few picks, I didn't want anybody over the age of 27 years old. So I tried to stay with that for the longest, right? So when you look at this, you got, 5 guys rated number 99, rated 99. You know what that means, right? That means we got to go with Mike Trizzy. We go with Mike Trout. So that was my first thing. My first pick was take a superstar. No matter what, take a superstar. Even if it was a pitcher, if it was a top-notch hitter, but I preferred an everyday hitter. So I said, you know what, we're going to go with Trout. So then you see they get Kershaw and Cabrera and them. So, you know, it's the serpentine thing. So now I got the 30th pick, and I'll turn around and get back-to-back picks. So my next thing here was to get a stud starting pitcher. Okay? So I went right there. So we got Cole Hamels as the top-rated guy left, but you remember my rule. I want young guys because I'm planning to run with this franchise for a while with the carryover saves for MLB The Show. Garrett Cole is the man that I'm tabbing. So now I get to pick again. You know what's real difficult? What really gets snatched up in these fantasy drafts real quick is closers. So look at this. Now, who do you think? You can probably already determine who I'm going to get. I'm going Trevor Rosenthal, the fireballing closer from the Cardinals. We don't like the Cardinals, but we got to get what we got to get. I haven't picked a legend, and I don't think I'm going to pick a legend because all of them are relatively old. So this next pick, I wanted speed. So I didn't care about the hit. Obviously, I want a decent hitter, but I wanted somebody who was fast. And then what about that age too? So I had to actually scroll down some to find somebody, because I'm trying to put together a team, man. It's not just about getting the highest rated guys. So I was thinking about Andrelton Simmons, but he really is not that fast. You ever see a player who seems like they should be fast, but they're like really not? Look, he only had a 63 in speed, which is not horrible, but it's not. That's not what I'm looking for. I want to get, like, Mike Trout's fast, obviously, but I want somebody blazing fast, and I think that's going to be Starling Marte. 96 speed. Oh yeah, that's what I need. So I take Starling Marte. So next up, what did I want? I wanted another stud starting pitcher because we got to hook up that rotation, right? Chris Archer, Tampa Bay Ray. I had to go ahead and snatch him up. He struggles with his control, so hopefully I can work with him to get that in order. But I don't know. But the next one, I said, you know what? We got to solidify this rotation. So if I take another starting pitcher, I got my top 3 guys, right? So who do I want? I got to go with Patrick Corbin, and I don't have a left-hander. So I take Patrick Corbin. My rotation is looking pretty good. Garrett Cole, Chris Archer, Patrick Corbin. Now we need some pop. Mike Trout's got some pop, so does Starling Marte. But I want some real pop. And, you know, it doesn't matter what position, really, because I got 2 outfielders, so probably it doesn't really matter. I can go either direction. But I want somebody that's got some pop. So I'm looking through here. Look at that. One of the best young catchers in all of baseball. And finding a productive catcher is difficult. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get Devin Mesoraco right there. I'm looking at George Springer. He's got some pop, but I'm going to, you know what? I think I'm going to have to, I don't know. I'm really going back and forth on this. I'm not going to take, it's tempting to take Big Papi because I know Big Papi's got the big power. I know he's got the power. But I want to stick to my rule. And I'm gonna, make sure I take a young player, and I'm gonna take Devin Mesoraco. I mean, I think I just locked down the catcher position just really with that. So now, let's go back for another starting pitcher. That's what I'm gonna do. Next time we roll around, I'm trying to hook this whole rotation up, but we gotta scroll down a little bit further now. We're going kind of far back. So I take him. Jeremy Hellickson. I took him. He may not. I don't even know if he. We'll see. See if he makes the rotation. All right, now might as well like lock up the rotation, right? Because I still believe if you got good pitching, that's how you can get it done. So I want to go ahead and lock up this rotation. And who is that going to be? Look at this guy. He's only 24. Jared Cozart. Y'all know about him. I only gave him a B for potential. Could go Mike Leake. 27, but Mike Leake don't throw hard, and I like strikeout pitchers. Jared Cozart, I think is better in that regard, so we can go with that. All right, let's go back with some speed, because I'm building a pretty balanced team right now. So let's go with some speed, balanced and young team. Later on, I'm gonna have to get some older guys, and I'll show you who I ended up getting with that. But now we want some pop. We need some more pop here. I'm sorry, some more speed. Let's go with speed. Who are we gonna go with? No, not fast enough. Not fast enough. No. Let's see. That's not gonna work. There's a lot of pitchers, man, and a lot of old pitchers too, which is not what I'm looking for. You're not listening, so I gotta just switch. No, we already got our catcher. We're not gonna get speed at first base. We could get speed at second base, and we know he's got upside. Javier Baez got to be 22 years old. He's got some good speed. Let's go. I had to take a Cub, y'all. I'm sorry. Don't get mad. Get mad. All right. The bullpen needs some help, because right now we got a closer, but we don't have anybody to get him the ball. So you gotta have some kind of bullpen, and I would prefer to have a bullpen. You gotta have a guy that's can come in for long relief in case your guy gets knocked out early. Tyler Skaggs is who I'm taking. Mr. Skaggs. All right, let's go for some more speed. Because even though this is an American League team, I really do like to play the National League style with bunting the guys over and using speed to make things happen. So let's see. But Willen Rosario, he's not fast, but I'm looking like that might be. Yeah, I broke protocol here if I take him. If I take Willen Rosario here, you see I'm debating because I'm looking. Like, yeah, you're supposed to go speed here, sir. You're supposed to go speed here. So, but if I do, I really don't know. I really don't know. What should I do? What should I do? Decisions. Because I'm not sure whether or not if he'll still be here. Because I know I do want to take Willen Rosario, but if I don't take him right now, he's only 26 years old. He got big time power potential. I just said forget it. Take Willen. Take Willen. We had to take Willen. I just had to. I couldn't risk, because I don't really have a first baseman. So I really couldn't risk not being able, you know what I'm saying? You fool around and not take the guy you need, and you end up just in a bad way moving forward. So I had to go ahead and take him. So let's go back to go get some more relief here. Boy, hard to find some young guys. Let's go with Kevin Segrist. We take him. All right, now we need some more pop. Need some more pop. Really, I should go speed because you know what I'm saying? Because but you know what? I got a little bit the best of both worlds with Mike Trout. So let's see what we're going with. Shortstop, Freddie Galvis. I like Freddie Galvis a lot, but I don't think I'm going to take him here. But look, no, I see Carlos Correa, one of the best young players in all of baseball. Houston Astros, what was he, the number 2 and number 3 pick overall a year or so ago? He's only 20 years old. Some people, compare him to A-Rod. Yeah, we're going to take him. We're going to take him. All right, let's look at some more relief pitching, some traditional relief guys. Now, who do we get? We got Mike Morin, and we can take Brian Shaw. Let's see. We got, okay, you know what I need though? I need a lefty, and that's why I probably should take Alex Torres, because I do believe I need a lefty. Yeah, that's the right one. We're gonna take Alex Torres. Okay, now I'm gonna fast forward so you guys can see this team. So you see, I had to take some older guys. Koji Yahara, 40 years old. Bartolo Colon, 41 years old. He's actually a part of the MLB roster. So some of the young guys I picked are gonna end up going to the minor leagues. I'm gonna try to start up as many of them as I can. You see this lineup, we're not gonna stick with this. I don't want Starlin Marte leading off, even though he's the fastest guy on the team. I don't want him leading off because I want to make sure I got some protection in the lineup for guys like Trout. So I'm going to have to move Marte down. I ended up taking A-Rod. I'm going to put A-Rod at the cleanup spot behind Trout more than likely. So, yeah, we're going to see. This is going to be an interesting lineup. It may not look from the rating standpoint like I killed it, right? Especially getting the number one pick. But this is one I'm in. I'm telling you, I'm in this for the long haul with this team. And I think you give us even mid-season this year or the beginning of the next season, and you're going to be looking at one of the best teams in the major leagues. We're going to kill it. Let's look at the starting pitching for some of these other teams. Detroit's got good start, decent starting pitching. They got 3 guys with over an 80 rating. That's always good. Kansas City, who we play first, their starting pitching is just okay. Minnesota got 4 guys with 80, led by Doug Fister. I don't know if it's good if Doug Fister is your ace. Then you got the Angels, got Corey Kluber and John Lackey and Yordano Ventura, so that's pretty good. Then you got the A's with Kershaw, Cobb, and Samardzija. That's pretty nasty. And they would be in the American League, so that means we got to deal with them a little bit too much. Seattle, Julio Teheran and Rick Porcello, I don't like their rotation much at all. Texas Rangers with Tom Seaver. Then you got Houston, don't like your rotations. Yu Darvish leading the Atlanta Braves rotation with Josh Cole, Mentor, and A.J. Griffin. Oh my God, Nolan Ryan with the Miami Marlins, Jared Weaver. But the rest of the rotation just is Zach Greinke, Hisashi Iwakuma. And then you got the Mets with Felix, Michael Wacha. You got the Phillies with Anibal Sanchez and Jake Arrieta. Then there's my Cubs. They went ahead and they love John Lester. They love John Lester. And the Reds got Blackjack McDowell. The Brewers, let's see, and the Pirates got Matt Harvey, Cashner, and Burley. And yeah, they got a good road there. But look at this one. This is the best one. The Cardinals with Hershiser, Lee, R.A. Dickey, Kyle Lose, and Clay Buchholz. That's nasty. That's the best rotation I think I've seen. I don't think hold on. The Rockies know they had to depend on pitching. Scherzer, Zimmerman, Verlander, Burnett, and Feldman. That is pretty good. Got to depend on pitching in Coors Field, and they went hard. Wainwright, DeGrom, let's see, Corey Lukey, and this is flipping through this kind of fast. The Giants, and there's the Orioles, Masahiro Tanaka. Oh, let's see, the Reds and the Red Sox. Wait till you. Oh wow, they got 2 nasty guys. The Yankees got 2 nasty guys at the top of the rotation. Chris Sale and Jose Fernandez. And it's lefty righty. That's even more discouraging. Johnny Cueto, Phil Niekro is pretty nasty for Toronto up top. Sonny Gray. Yeah, they're pretty good too. I don't know. I don't know. So, but I still like our rotation. We got 4 guys in the 80s. So, you know. So here's the lineup, how the lineup is actually going to look once I've flipped around the batting order. That was the left-handed lineup. This is the right-handers with no DH. Right-handers with a DH. We got David Dahl is a rookie, and we're going to have him bat leadoff most times. Only time he's not going to, and he's actually a DH too. The only time he's not going to bat leadoff is against his right-handers, which is pretty. Going to be against the lefties, I'm sorry. So David Dahl's going to be playing most of the time because, he's a right-handed hitter. Against the right-handed lineup, supposed to be right-handed. Cleveland's lineup here, Jason Worth is leading it off. That's pretty, wow. I know he's got a decent on-base percentage, but yeah, he's a big-time power hitter. The Tigers lineup looks pretty good. So you're going to see some of these lineups that they got Mark Reynolds hitting ninth? Wow. Kansas City Royals, Al Kaline, so we're going to play first. Al Kaline. And then you got Carlos Gomez right behind him. The Twins, that's who we play actually in the second series. Adam Eaton, Matt Carpenter, Buster Posey. The Angels, Fowler, Castro, Cano, Davis, Harper, Yasmani Thomas. That's a nice 1 through 6. Nice, and they had a good rotation too, I remember. So the A's definitely had a good rotation. The hitters, they got Harmon Killebrew in there, Cliff Floyd, 2 legends there. And then the Mariners have Mike Schmidt, Jose Reyes, Adam Jones. Yeah. Then Texas, Robin Yount, Rizzo, Bruce. I don't know about that lineup so much. This lineup's pretty doggone good, though. The Astros with Tulowitzki, Carter, Brooks Robinson, Yadier Molina, Michael Bourne. That's a pretty good lineup. The Braves, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent, too. Definitely pretty decent. Beltre. You got the Marlins with Kenny Lofton. Would love to get him. Fred McGriff. That lineup's not that great, though. I don't know about that one. And then you got this Washington. Now I almost said this under this. Ted Williams and Jose Abreu. That 3-4 is nasty. That 3-4 is nasty. Yeah, let's see. Jose Iglesias in between there. And then the Mets got Eduardo Nunez, Yasiel Puig, Adrian Gonzalez, Matt Holliday, and Evan Longoria. That's pretty good. And the Phillies, McCutchen and Cargo and Josh Hamilton. Some nasty lineups coming, man. Cabrera here for the Cubs. Let's see, the Reds got Carl Crawford, John Jay, Scooter Gennett. I don't like that lineup. I'm not impressed at all with that lineup. That's not really. That don't scare me. You get the Brewers. That's a good one. Corey Dickerson, Dave Winfield, Elvis Andrews. Yeah, they tweeting about it. Did you hear that? They tweeting about this lineup right now. The Pirates, D. Gordon, Ryan Braun, Evan Gattis, Yogi Berra, Albert Pujols, even though it's old Albert, but still 83. Aramis Ramirez, that's nasty. The Cardinals had that really good rotation. They got Andre Dawson, Josh Harrison. They got a pretty good team. The Diamondbacks, not too bad. Jeff Bagwell, Kobe Rasmus, the Panda. And the Rockies, Chris Bryant. Now, this lineup's not that devastating, but you remember what type of rotation they had. So the Rockies going to be one to watch. The Dodgers, don't think I like that lineup too much. Padres, Joe Mauer, Ralph Kiner. That's pretty impressive. Billy Hamilton to set the table. Look at the Giants lineup, though. Carew, Smith, Votto, Melky Cabrera. That's a good lineup. The Orioles, Ernie Banks. It's good, though. It's still good. It's very good. The Red Sox, we got Will Clark, Giancarlo Stanton, Justin Morneau, Hanley Ramirez, Johnny Peralta. That's good, too. The Yankees, they had a really good rotation, but the hitters, I don't know about that one. Tampa, Jose Altuve, George Brett Nelson. Ooh. That's nasty. That one's nasty. Blue Jays had a really good rotation. Hitters are just okay. So we're winding this down. There's our lineup one more time. That was the fantasy draft. I can't wait to get to playing. Test my lineup against all of these guys. I didn't even take any legends. Could have, but I didn't. We'll see what happens. I appreciate y'all watching. God bless. Peace.